So the question is, can entrepreneurship be taught? And as an accidental entrepreneur, my answer is yeah, sure, it can be taught, because entrepreneurship is a process, and a process is something that you can learn and master, right? So I also acknowledge the fact that there's the art and the science part of entrepreneurship, and the process is the science part of it, is what you can learn. And the art is just your ability, your innate ability to identify business ideas and opportunities. So that's a different thing. So it is one thing to identify a business idea. It is another to stay in business, to have a profitable business. Hence, we have inventors, people who come up with these great ideas, but they don't know how to make money from them, because they didn't master entrepreneurship as a process, the science part of it, which is basically here we're just going to talk about the business model. So the key thing to start in business, you just need to do 3 things only to just be good at building a business. 3 things. First, you just matter of creating value. Business model design. So how are you going to create value for your customers, for your defined customers, and how are you going to sell this value to them, and how are you going to make money in the process? That's this, as simple as it can get. All right. So the key thing, you just have to identify a group of people that you can serve, and identify what the problems. You know, the problem could be a gap in the market, it could be mistakes in the market, it could be demand, it could be business ideas comes from a lot of things. You know, it could be an idea that inspired the other and whatever. So as long as you identify a gap, something of value that somebody could pay for, right? That's a value prop, right? If maybe saving people time, if it's maybe helping people have access to whatever it could be, if you can identify that, and you identify that there's also a group of people that are willing and to pay and can afford to pay for somebody to solve that problem, to relieve that pain for them, then you're good to go with step number 1. Then just from there, after you do problem solution fitness, you identify the problem and you come up with a solution. You identify people who experiences this problem or pain, and the people and you validated that they can be able to afford to pay for this. They're willing to pay for whatever solution that you're gonna solve for them, the problem they're gonna solve for them. And then from there, just a matter of thinking, oh, what ways can I actually solve these problems? That's why we talk about your product and service portfolio. You know, what ways will you solve this? You know, is it through, for example, as a consultant trying to cap startup failure? There's various ways: consulting, books, mentorship, speaking, and stuff like that. You understand? So there's various ways, right? And those various ways are then linked to how you're going to be making money, right? So various ways you're going to be solving the problems, right? Those are product and solution, product and service portfolio. And now that you've identified the value that you're going to be creating for this defined group of customers who are willing to pay for you to solve a problem for them, think of how you're going to sell this solution to them. How are you going to deliver it to them? So how are you going to market this, and how are you going to sell it? Where will the transaction happen, and how are you going to communicate the solution, the value proposition? That's marketing, right? And this is just informed by, where do we find your customers? Where do they hang out? You know, because you don't want to be advertising on your WhatsApp status, you know, whereas the people that you're trying to sell to, they're in school, or they're on a soccer field, or wherever. They're not even on WhatsApp, on your WhatsApp, your personal WhatsApp, right? You don't want to be posting on Facebook or on a telephone pole, right? You don't want to be a mixed match. Most of you are not getting clients because you're doing this. You're using the wrong channels of communication and advertising and marketing, because you haven't studied your customers, how the effective ways of reaching them, where they're found. You don't know where they are. You're selling to everyone. Wrong strategy. Don't sell to everyone. Define who your customer is, where they're found, and find very effective ways of reaching them and selling to them, right? Some of you're doing online e-commerce for people who don't even have access to the internet or smartphones, people in the village, right? Some of you want to do walk-ins for people that actually prefer, you know, convenience of online shopping. So you need to know your customer first before you think of the activation strategies and marketing channels that you're going to be using, right? It's not a one size fits all. Yes, social media democratizes everything. It's like the thing that works, but it shouldn't be the only way of advertising your services or communicating with your customers. Understand your customers, know them intimately, and then find effective ways of reaching them, right? So after I've created value for these defined customers and found effective ways of reaching and selling to them, now ask yourself, how am I going to make money, right? You're starting a business, not an NPO, right? So you have to be making money. So how are you going to make money? What are your revenue streams, revenue generation activities? How will you be making money? And my advice to you is that always strive to have at least 3 revenue generating activities. Diversify your revenue streams, right? So it's the same as having a fruit. You can have a fruit as a fruit, right? Fresh as it is. You can have a fruit as a juice, and you can have a fruit as a dried fruit, right? So try to diversify. Diversify your revenue streams doesn't mean have now this people who say they're in the trading and process company who offer cleaning services, construction, plumbing, and whatever, and then they're trying to just be everywhere and they don't master anything. What I'm trying to say to you is that you can be in the same business consulting and you divide your services, your revenue generating activities into advisory, consulting, mentorship, whatever, workshops or whatever. Diversify one value and offer it in different ways, so that you make money in different ways. When you talk about that passive income stream, it's not about you starting in multiple businesses. It's just about finding ways of actually converting the value, the product that you're offering into something that people can buy even when you're not there, right? For example, we have books in stores. We have books online. You don't have to always talk to me to get the book. So you have the book, I'm consulting. You understand what I'm